Alright, that would do it, folks. Your boy, Marcos1205, numbers after the name. Don't mind me if it sounds like I've been smoking a couple packs, but maybe I have. You know, I'm not really against smoking. I'm just not really like in favor of it necessarily. As a former smoker myself, it was kind of cool to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. You probably end up dying by the end of it, so it's not really worth it overall. Plus, it's expensive, man. Like, I give credit to people. We'll get into the gameplay in a second, but I give credit to people who smoke, man. Like, y'all got some money on you, man. I'd rather invest like 10. It depends on where you go, though, right? Like in Jersey, like a pack of Newports, I think, is like running you like $7, $8 or something like that. I think. I haven't bought cigarettes in a while, but it's pretty expensive, like Jersey and in the city. But sometimes I'll go out to like PA, or I'll go out down south. It was like $5, $4. I'm like, what? They buy the cartons and stuff, and I'm like, man, that's a good deal, man. Get the box, all right, that's what's up, man. I remember in college, man, as a kid, when the Newport menthols came out, or the Marlboro menthols, pardon me, came out. Got a box of them, sold me a pack for like $3 or $4, man. Shout out to Jeff, much appreciated that. Anyway, or maybe even gave it to me. I don't even know what the hell he did, man. That guy was a nice dude. He's still alive, so he still is probably a nice guy. I just don't really speak with him anymore. Okay, but not necessarily because anything poor happened between me and him. He's a great guy. I just don't really have that much of a relationship with him. He's a big Call of Duty guy, I think. Big Guitar Hero guy too. People, I never got into that, man. I don't think we're ever gonna get into his footage, but. Me and the captain are playing over here. We're down 7-4. We'll get into it. I never really got into the whole like Guitar Hero, Rock Band kind of thing. Just too much plastic hunks for me to like keep around. Like I saw the equipment, and I think Junior had like the whole Rock Band set in like our living room at one point. And I'd come in and I'd be like, I don't know, like call me crazy, but I kind of like just having a controller, you know. And similar to where I'm at right now, like a PSVR or like even like the Vive and stuff. I'm like, I'm sure that's cool. Now that's leaps and bounds. I feel better than just a bunch of plastic drums, but nonetheless, I look at it, I'm like, I think that's cool. I'm gonna wait till these guys find a way to get that a little bit better, because I don't really feel like having 50,000 wires and a whole headset thing lying around my living room. Like I value my space more than I value the experience right there, or just how expensive it is. I don't remember how much those Rock Band things cost, but they initially, I believe, came with the game, and then maybe you had to buy it separately or whatnot. They worked together. I'm not 100% sure how it worked, man. But it was definitely expensive. It was definitely a big waste of money. It was really funny was when they remade, I think Rock Band, when they remade it for the new generation, Rock Band 3 maybe it was, or whatever, 4, I don't know what the hell, whatever came out. When they redid it, there was like you could kind of like with an adapter or whatever, like have it so that you could use your older stuff, and people were like scavenging again, like, yo, where's my old thing? I threw it out. I gotta go buy it again. I'm like, no, man, what do you mean you gotta go buy it again? You already bought it once and you realized it was a dumb move. The hell are you gonna buy it again for? Like, what does buying it again do for you? Unbelievable. Anyway. 16-23. Not playing too great, not playing too bad over here, man. If you've noticed, we really haven't been able to keep control of any side of the map or kind of keep them situated. We don't have too much of the good positions in the map. I kind of consider the other side of the map a little bit better. I like this little nook right here from side to side. I'm kind of waiting for them to break through, and eventually I don't see him, so I'm going to push through over here. But I feel like too often than not, I die here. And I see this guy coming over there, and I'm looking, I'm like, all right, where is he? Hip fire, give a little headshot there. Then I immediately turn around. The captain was coming from that way, but either way, I was like, nah, B. I was like, there's too much space here. All the guys all of a sudden on the other side. So I'm dipping through over here. Now, I saw that some of these guys were like coming around, so I'm being a little bit cautious here and waiting a little bit. Managed to pop him over there, the Kingslayer. Which is, by the way, one thing is really cool with the medal count. You can check in your comment record or whatever in the game. Is the most medals I've ever got were, I think it's tied for, like, I can't remember the second one, but it's always like flip-flopping between Kingslayer and maybe Buzzkill's the other one. Kingslayer is definitely like number 1, number 2. Always for me, which I always feel pretty proud about that. A little low-key thing where I'm like, yeah, you see, I'm always fighting the best player, man. I don't go and cop out. So we worked hard here to get this helicopter, 29-29. And, this might seem simplistic in explaining Call of Duty, but to me, I've always played very streaky in this game. Thankfully, more often than not, I have a lot of streaks. But this guy confused me over here. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you could go up there. But yeah, that's a little dead end over there. But hey, in a pinch like that, if that guy hadn't poked out, I probably would have still been confused over there and not knowing exactly where to go. Oh, phone call. I have to wait. I swear, I don't get phone calls at all. And then once I sit down and do my videos, it's automatic. I digress. But to me, it's a very streaky game, how I play personally. And I'll do good more games than not. But I'll do really good every time I break through in a streak. and I'll win games once I get that streak. It's not often when I don't get like that 3, 5, 7 streak where I'm guaranteed to win. There's some times, you know, where you're literally break even. You know, your KD's 1 by the end of the game, and it's a real 1. It's literally you went 12 and 12, and you died once, and you got to kill once. That happens too. But for the most part, it's stretches of I died 2, 3 times in a row. I got 7 kills in a row. And that's kind of, the 7 kills really pushes you over the top, I feel like. And I'm really okay with that. I'd much rather play like that than play a lot more conservative. I think part of the reason why that streakiness happens with me is because I'm a very aggressive player when you look at Call of Duty now. This game was a little bit abnormal, and you have to adapt sometimes to different play styles, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Where I'm looking to fight these long-range engagements. I was waiting before I really worked that first chopper. Like, I was really, like, milking like the damn every single kill over there, because I realized, okay, this is going to be a low-scoring game. These guys aren't moving much. These guys ain't really interested in running and gunning too much, so I'm going to have to kind of adapt a little bit to them. And hey, the cat and I have been playing against these cats for like a little bit over here, so you kind of get a little bit of feel for the lobby. But these cats they knew what they were doing. They knew how to play the game. I don't want to say that they didn't know that they knew that they weren't better than us. That's not really exactly how I viewed it. But they had a strategy, which was we're going to slow things down and see if these guys can keep up. And for the most part, I mean, eventually we do break out over here and extend the lead. But you'll notice that it's pretty damn close. And unfortunately there, just trigger finger didn't work out too well. And if you notice over there, people dropping, people connected over there. 46-38 right now. Yeah, 46-38 down there. So still pretty close game. But eventually we're going to open up this gap over here, especially when the new people come in. And that's always difficult for me, man, these Call of Duty games. When you clean out like the squad and then like a new group of people come in, there's 2 things that can really happen. And in this case, it was unfortunate those people left, or maybe they quit because they realized they're going to lose. Maybe they just had to go somewhere. It doesn't really matter what the reason was why they quit. But it's unfair to the people that came in for what they're walking into, even though this wasn't that poor of a situation. But nonetheless, it's still unfair, right? You don't know how the match is played. You don't know how the lobby played. And same thing for people on my side. We knew that this other team was taking it slow, not really pushing the pace. What if all of a sudden, like, 3 Russians come in and just start, like, gangbanging everybody? Oh, not gangbanging everybody, but you understand what I'm saying. Running these streets, shall we say, over here in the market. And all of a sudden, we have to adapt to that. With the only thing that we did incorrect was that we just, killed a lot of them. So I'm trying to get the wall bang over here now. I wasn't exactly sure where that guy was. I knew that there was like a little dumpster there that he was probably hiding behind, but I wasn't 100% sure as to where that lined up in. And ammo is scarce in this game with me. Like, I don't run. I don't even know if there's a scavenger. Is this scavenger? I gotta look. I don't think this. It might be scavenger. Yeah, then I think there's scavenger stuff with like extra mag or something like that. Yeah, you can like pick up non-lethals maybe or something like that. But either way, I don't run it. So I had 60 bullets. That's it. Period. Unless I gotta pick up another gun. You'll see oftentimes that I'm always picking up another gun. You'll probably see oftentimes on this channel me die because I'm picking up another gun. So these guys are all stacked back here. I decided to throw a nade over there, see if I can get them flashed. I throw the nade and then I throw the flash because that's kind of how I do. It's not really the worst idea. And I come over here with the pre-shoot and so I told the captain, I was like, "You finish that guy off for me." It's not really the worst idea. I think the perfect circumstance when throwing the nade is just flashing, cooking, then throwing the nade. But I oftentimes will switch it up. I'll throw the nade, and sometimes, like in that alleyway, for example, I literally might not even cook it. I might just throw it. You're better off probably cooking it, and then I'll throw the flash to kind of pin them there. I threw the nade around you. You can't get anywhere. Now I'm throwing the flash over here. And check this dude out, man. I'm emptying out every single thing I got in this guy. And I just didn't have the pistol game, man. I ain't have to like switch it up on the pistol game like that, man. Some people do. I ain't have it, man. Now when I use the deagle though. Now that thing's a monster. Unfortunately, you don't get it to really late in the game. I actually just prestige the other day for the first time, man. I unlocked the P90. I think you got that like 40 or late 30s, something like that. And I really wanted that gun. I think the next one will probably be the 3 frags, because I was kind of debating between those two. And ultimately, I think I probably picked the wrong one, but I wanted to use the P90. So I picked the one that I really wanted. But the 3 frags, and then probably going to